you think is in greater danger of losing their starting spot between those big-name number 9s in MLS? Josef Martinez in Atlanta or Chicharito with the LA Galaxy?
Really quickly, I think it's Josef because Josef's coming off a knee injury, hasn't really played too many games, even though he's more productive with minutes played to goals scored. And all signs are pointing like maybe he's on his way out. So I don't know if we're just going to see Gonzalo Pineda say, you know what, for my sake, I need to start winning games, and Cisneros is being productive. We'll go from there. But I don't see a scenario, and this is up in the air for Josef, but I don't see a scenario, really. You look at the compare and contrast right there. No scenario on God's green earth where Greg Vanney, Chris Klein, and the people of the Galaxy are saying, let me pay this player $6.5 million a year, and when he does get chances, he does score, but he just doesn't get few chances because he's dependent on service.
This was a... Go ahead.
And no, I was going to say, talking about Chicharito, and say, he's out. I don't care what he does for me in the marketing front. I don't care what he does for me with the few looks he gets. He's out. Let me give it to Joveljic. That's not going to happen. Yeah,
no chance. So this one was a tough one for me because I agree with you. There's no conceivable way you would see the LA Galaxy benching a healthy Chicharito. But I will say this. I think the gap between Joveljic and Chicharito in terms of like how they are, what they are right now, is much smaller than the gap between Josef Martinez and Cisneros. I know Cisneros is scoring and had a brace, and he's scoring as many goals here as he has anywhere else in his career. But he's so inconsistent. He's so inconsistent for me. And so I know what you're saying about Josef Martinez. It seems like it's toxic there. It may be coming to an end. So for that, I'll agree with you, right? If you're going to move on from Josef, do it mid-season. But is there a way you can get Chicharito and Joveljic on the field at the same time when both are healthy? Is that the real big question for the Galaxy?
I think that's the next move. That's the evolution of this Galaxy. The reality is the signings for the Galaxy have not been good. And we can talk about Douglas Costa. He had a few good moments when he came on the field. But of the few signings that have been very, very productive and very good, it's Joveljic. It's this player, and when he comes onto the field, he started 4 games. He's got more goals than Chicharito in Major League Soccer play, more goals in Open Cup play. He doesn't depend on service. He can create his own shot. He's a player that combines well. He's got more assists. He does it in fewer minutes. Ironically, he's doing to Chicharito what Chicharito's done to other players his whole life, coming off the bench and putting pressure on the starting forward. There's going to come a time where Greg Vanney's going to say, I need to keep both of them on the field, because I still think Chicharito is, give him service, he will eat. Give him service, he will feast. But he's not getting that service, so there could be a time where you go 3-5-2, 2 forwards, 3 center backs, 5 across the midfield. With this new Uruguay signing, maybe you can see a Marky Delgado and a Ravelosen there, but it's been the guys on the outside. It's been Douglas Costa, it's been Cabral, it's been Grand Cyr to an extent. These guys are not pulling their weight. And I know I've mentioned it used to mean something to play for the LA Galaxy, but it's the truth today. They lost the Cali Clásico. So what? First time in its history that they've lost 2 home games straight to San Jose. This San Jose, who's one of the worst teams in the league. It's all coming to a head. I don't think Javier Hernandez is the problem here. I've been seeing his name surface a lot online right now. There's been a lot of chatter amongst the fans, a lot of chatter amongst pundits. I don't think that is the issue. He's just a guy who doesn't create for himself. He depends on service. This is a poorly constructed team.
Yeah, it feels like the Galaxy are kind of puttering along. Maybe getting Joveljic, Chicharito on and on fire at the same time is the key for them to get back to the top of the Western Conference.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.